Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. My name is Sarah, I'm from Victoria, Australia, and today I will be doing a collab, the final collab for the year with my beautiful friends Johanna, Johanna at Johanna, Rhys at Rhys's Colouring Creation. I hope I got that right, Rhys, sorry mate. And Jamie at Jamie's Colouring Love. Now, we have been doing this for the year. It's a bi-monthly colour along, and it's been hues of 22, and we choose each month, every second month we use colours for that particular season that are relevant to that month. And so this month it is colours of Christmas. Now I've pulled out Matchbox Mouse to use, and hopefully you'll sort of get where I'm coming from, because it's summer here and we celebrate, as you know, Australia celebrate Christmas in summer. But for Victoria, it's pretty well, we've been in summer since the 1st of December, and we haven't started summer until today is pretty well the first real summer day. It's just been cool and miserable and rain. We have had so much rain, it is not funny. Like the floods around Victoria, it's just heartbreaking. We've got floods pretty well the whole east coast of Australia, somewhere along the line, and then you've got drought in the middle, and it's coming into bushfire season. It's just, yeah, not very sort of pleasant time for the part, you know, the earthly part of Australia. So stay safe, my fellow Aussies, and don't try and you know, do anything silly, and call for professionals for any help if something comes your way, which fingers crossed and touch wood that doesn't happen. So get into it, and I've decided to colour this little fella. Now I've done it because it's a summer day and it's raining, and that's what we have had. So I'll bring you down a little bit more. So hopefully I can get the whole, I'm only going to go for about half an hour, so I'm going to get into it. So we'll colour him first, and I'm just using a Kmart brand marker in sand. So this is my first, I wasn't going to video this, and then I just didn't feel it was right, you know, not to do it. This is my first time colouring for a very long time. So I'll go as long as I can. My hands have not been very friendly. I'm actually due to have cortisone shots done end of next week, I think it is, just before New Year's. So they'll be getting done in my thumb around there and there. Now if you can, that part of your knuckle there, I can't bend it. Neither of them can bend. That's the most I can bend my thumb, and it's getting to the point where it's restricting doing anything. So that's why I haven't been really colouring, because it does flare it up. But you guys, and Christmas, and this colouring collab is worth it. And I'm not feeling too bad overall today. So I thought I'll do a quick video, and I have done a couple of others of, this is going to run out on me. Oh, I have done a couple of haul videos that I will put up as well, and that's going back to the end of August. I just have so much piled up in this room, and it's just, I hate coming in here because of the amount of mess. Oh, let's see if we can get there. Yep, that'll do. Do we give him brown feet or pink feet? We'll give him pink feet. Like his ear. There. So, yes. So this is sort of like, I'm being a bit naughty. I have spoken to Darren about it, and yes, we both said if I did okay doing a haul video and I could do this, but I have to, he's said you have to stop if the colouring gets too hard for you. And so I've promised him that. So what I might do is the Christmassy bits first, just in case my hands do start to play up, and then I'll just chat. So it has been absolutely crazy pretty well since my birthday. It's just, yeah. 3 hospital admissions, a couple of hospital visits. I think I've had about bloody 10 litres of blood drawn. And I'm just, yeah, my body's not happy with everybody at the moment. And basically all I can do is, like, the main thing, and it's good because physio have emphasised it too, is I've got to keep moving. Like, even though there's some days I want to just stay in bed, I still have to keep moving, otherwise things are just going to get harder and harder. So I've been making sure that, you know, I sort of get up and do as much as I can around the house, but give me an hour and I'm just about buggered now, unfortunately. And my pain is just totally out of control. But I went to the Royal Women's Hospital start of December, I think it was. I can't remember. The only day, I keep saying what day is it, and I keep having to look up what day Christmas is. I'm just, yeah, hopeless at the moment. And, yeah, I'll know it's Christmas Day when, because we're going to my dad's Christmas Eve, and I'll know it's because he'll tell me, have you got your gifts out for the kids? I'll be like, oh shit, yep. So that's how I remember what day it is. It's when I'm told to put the gifts out. Anyway, yeah, we did a 9-hour round trip, which nearly killed me. And they're going to, basically, I need to have a rather large operation done. And it's scary. There's a lot of risks involved, but it needs to be done. And I've come to terms with it, sort of. I do get still a little bit sooky and nervous, and I probably will right up until the day I have it. But I'm on, I don't know if this will make a lot of sense to anyone that's not in Australia, but I've been put on category B, so I'm not super urgent, but I'm need to be seen within, need to be operated on within 90 days. But and that was the letter, the info that I got last week. But when I was talking to the surgeon, she said that there's an 8-month wait. So I don't know if that's due to COVID and they're still trying to catch up, or whether things had changed after they had their team meeting. I'm not sure. So fingers crossed it's within 90 days, but I'm not going to get too excited if it's, you know, not. And I totally understand, because the hospitals are just so under the pump here, which I'm sure they are everywhere, but we've just... it's a whole nother video I can talk about with the way our medical system is going at the moment. I just so feel for those that work in it, and just they work under the pump. So they're definitely not there for the money, that's for sure. My GP is taking his first holiday that he's had in, I think, 4 years, and he's taking several months off. He's basically said he's not sure when he is coming back, but he's not sure when, which I'm a bit sad about. But I went and sort of spoke to another GP before he left and made sure that she was okay with taking over my care, and how she feels about prescribing certain medications, etc. Because there's a lot of GPs here don't like prescribing pain medication, and I'm not on a lot compared to what I used to be, but there's a couple that need authority scripts for, so I did really, you know, I needed someone that was going to, you know, do the right thing by me. And yeah, she was lovely, and she even gave me an in-between script to get me through Christmas, because I was going to be quite low, and I thought, oh, I'll be right until the end. And she's like, oh, Christmas, stressful, you know, travelling, I'd rather have that excess than not. So that was very nice of her. So I was very lucky there. But when I was filling out the paperwork for the hospital for the surgery, they did say, can you do short notice? As in, like, and the short notice, I ticked yes without even looking at it. It was 2 weeks, and I thought, that's not short notice. But yeah, it was like, yeah, of course I can. I'll be down there tomorrow if I had to. I would actually miss out on, and everybody knows how much I love Christmas. I would be missing out on Christmas if I had to, if I could get the operation now. We haven't told the kids a lot about it. We don't want to until we know and we get a date, just because of the risks involved. We're not really sure whether we want to tell them the risks, but especially, like, I'm in the mindset of only telling them the really high chance risks and leaving the other stuff behind. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Like, I don't want to worry them unnecessarily. They don't need to. They're kids. Are we? So, as I said, we're going to my dad's for Christmas. I can't wait. I haven't seen my stepbrother for 3 years. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. He's coming from Western Australia, up in Karratha. So he's, yeah, quite a fair way away from us. And so, yeah, really looking forward to seeing him and my nephew. They'll be coming home. And we're only there for 3 days, which I'm really disappointed in. We normally stay right up till New Year's sort of thing, but we've got to go and see. Then we're going to see my mum, who's a couple of hours away from where my dad is, and then we are coming home because yeah, Jace with work, we just can't afford, like, he was lucky to get, oh shit, wrong one. He was lucky enough to get some time off over Christmas working at a supermarket, so we didn't want to push it by having too much time. So he did his last shift this morning. What's today? Today's the 23rd. There you go. So I'm filming the day I'm going. This is going up. And he started at 6 o'clock in the morning, the poor little mite. He's not used to being up that early. And then he finished at 11. And so then he's got the afternoon to pack and whatnot. And then we're heading off really early tomorrow morning to beat the heat. It's supposed to be for us on Christmas Day, it's supposed to be 37 degrees Celsius, and then Boxing Day 40 degrees, and the day after 40 degrees, and then the day we come home, I can't remember if that was like up or down, but yeah, all of a sudden these hot days, I'm just like, ugh, don't like. My body really can't cope with this heat. I need a pale pink. What's that one? I need a scribble. Oh, that's too bright. Sorry. I've got my markers I haven't pulled out yet. I can't see for the life of me. So we'll just hope. Rose Boulevard. Yeah, that's a bit better. So it'll be a very busy Christmas with my side of the family, which I'm looking forward to, but I'm not going to be able to help as much as I normally do, which is frustrating because, you know, many hands make light work and you want everybody to enjoy the day. But yeah, I love going home for Christmas. My dad and my stepmom think that they're Santa and Santa Claus. And I've been saying for years, you know, why don't we just buy for the grandkids and you stop buying for us and we won't buy for you. And he goes, well, you don't have to buy for us, but we're still buying for you. And I'm like, because they're getting too hard to buy for. So we ended up this year just getting a gift voucher from Bunnings for them and an iced coffee maker because they both like coffee and iced coffee, so we thought that'll do. Yeah, so that's about as exciting as it's going to be for them. Not very. Alright, where will I start? I might do turn that around a bit. Sorry, being a left-hander, Molly Duker, I have to move the book a lot, sorry. I don't know what colour I'm going to colour the wall. I was going to colour it this colour, actually. Sorry about that. My SD card decided it was full. Just shows how long since I've been in here and paid attention to anything. So, yes. So we'll be spending Christmas with my family and it will be big, crazy, loud, fun, lots of food, which I'm happy with, but I'm not because I can't eat a lot. And like the other night we were around at Darren's parents having an early Christmas and I was so unwell for that day, that night and the following day. I just ate too much for me and everyone's like, oh, you've hardly eaten a thing. And I'm like, my stomach just doesn't allow me to eat what I want to eat. And I was even conscious of, you know, saving room for dessert, and I would have had like a slither of not even an inch of cheesecake. I didn't even have any plum pudding or anything. And it was, yeah, I shouldn't have even eaten that. So I think I'll be, yeah, probably lying down in a lounge room on Boxing Day all day in a food coma. It's so hard. It's just so much yummy stuff. And because my family is very traditional and we have to have a roast lunch. It doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees outside. We still have to have a roast lunch. And we eat inside for lunch. And then tea is just leftovers, obviously, like probably everybody else in the world. And then what do we do next? It's just pretty slow afternoon. It's good because all the kids are, you know, in their teens or older, and so they sort of look after themselves now. It's no, you know, none of us parents have to get up to feed the kids. We just say, have you eaten? And if not, go and get something out. And then Boxing Day, I used to go to the Boxing Day sales, but now I don't. I don't need or want anything that, could probably do with some new bed linen, but I'd rather just look online, especially with the heat. And luckily, Dad's got a spa, so probably spending a bit of time in that. The body will appreciate it, I think. I'm going to do that all blue. And then Boxing Day is Darren's favourite day because of the Boxing Day match. So we never, no matter where we are, we never travel on Boxing Day because that's his day. And then the day after we'll go up to visit my mum. And then the day after that we'll head home so Jace can get back to work. We're just so fortunate that he got to have time off. You know, being a casual at a supermarket this time of year, it's pretty crazy. So, but they really look after him. And I mean, he does. We have taught him, you know, if you're called in to ask, you don't say no, but we've ended up having to sort of change that a little bit because he's been the only really reliable one, and he was working silly hours, and he's only in year 10, and I thought, I've got to keep an eye on this, so he now has to ask me if he can do it, and depending how many hours he's already done, I sort of, you know, I might say no. You need, because he needs a balance. You know, he's coming to the tricky end of school, so he's got to focus on that. And he still needs to have a social life, and he's got his football and his fitness regime that he's on. So, you know, he's sort of got to make sure he's having a good balance. He's not an adult yet. It doesn't have to be just work and sleep yet. For him, he's only 16, so we've been, like I said to him today, because we were thinking about going today to Swan Hill just to get an extra day in with my stepbrother and nephew, because they've been up there. They got there a couple of days ago, but I thought, no, then we're rushing Jace and he'll be exhausted, so we'll just get up really early tomorrow morning and go before the heat comes. So that's about the most exciting thing things that have been happening here. Not much at all. But, yeah. And I do need to apologise to people who have messaged me and who have emailed me. I will aim to get back to you over the next 24 hours. I have read most of them. I think there's a few new ones on Instagram. I've just been avoiding social media big time, just for my mental health. And to be like, I don't know, is it just me, but I've been jumping on, you know, to sort of watch every now and then on YouTube. I've been watching it on the telly in the lounge room when cricket's not on. And it seems like a few people have slowed down. It just doesn't seem to be quite as much activity on YouTube at the moment. So for my fellow YouTubers, I have been watching. I've been a lurker like I used to be before I became a creator. Now I'm going to, I know there are cracks in the wall, but I'm going to pretend they're like, what do you call it? Not a wreath. We'll pretend they're not holly. Oh, this is one thing. My brain is getting really bad with brain fog, is remembering what things are called. Luckily the boys and Darren are getting used to my the way I say, like, trying to get things across to them when I'm trying to tell them something and I can't remember what it is. It's really frustrating. But I've also, like, I've decided, well, I haven't 100% decided, because I like routine. I need routine. I actually thrive on it. But also I need to tell myself that if I've had enough, that's it. I've got to stop. I've got to find that nice balance between doing what I want to do, don't get me wrong, I love doing the YouTube, but sometimes, and I think this is what's happened, like I was just trying to do, oh no, I didn't put a swatch. Oh, man. See, that's how long it's been. Oh well, I've lost that page. I don't want to get YouTube to a point of where I feel it's a have to. So even though I'm going to try and make it a routine sort of thing, I'm also going to be mindful of if I'm starting to feel like the only thing I'm going to 100% commit to is coloropoly. And like, say if something's meant to come up, another thing, program or whatnot, and if I can't do it, I'm not going to make myself. And that's what I was doing last year, and I don't want to do that. I don't feel as genuine when I do that. So 2023 is going to be with structure but fun, if that makes sense. So every time you get me, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be in a good mood. I'm going to be wanting to be here. Eek. And not look at the calendar and think, oh shit, I've got to record tomorrow. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. And even though, yes, I sort of said, like, I didn't have to do this. I know the girls and Rhys would be very understanding and be like, nah, you don't, it's not a commitment. Your health is more important than anything at the moment, and it is. And so that's why I'm still not coming back in January. I'm still taking January off, but I've had this on my mind the whole time in December, and it's late, I know, but it was due the mid of December, this, but I know I would have had, and it's been good. I've enjoyed doing this, and I've enjoyed doing the hauls, and I think because I've got them out of the way, sort of like, and I've done, I'm a person that, you know, if I commit to somebody else, I like to follow through. Sometimes circumstances just don't allow it, and that's that. But I was up to it, and so I might as well do it. Hey, yeah, that's what I reckon. Now I've got a pink random gel pen sitting here, so I'm going to colour that bug in pink. Oops, out of lines a bit. Now, what colour can I colour the little wormy? I might do him the same as his ears just to make it easy. And then I don't have to grab another pen marker. Oops, out of line. Alright, I'll do a little bit of the background. Not that one. Terracotta. And then I might call it. So the plan is for this channel there will be, between now and the new year, there will be this video, obviously, because you're watching it, and 3 haul videos. And then I'll be pretty quiet during January. Well, yep, no, I'm gonna just, if I need to do something with the channel, it's going to be just pure organisation. There'll be only behind the scenes stuff happening. And that'll be out of pure I want to, not a need to, because I deliberately take January off to spend the month with the boys. But the boys are getting to that age where they don't want to be hanging out with their mum every day, so there'll be days I'll be looking for other things to do. Hopefully I'll be able to, my hand's not doing too bad at the moment. It'll be just interesting how it is tonight, because it's sort of at the end of the day after I've been doing things where it'll be worse. But I might go and soak them when I finished here. Every morning my rheumatologist gets me to soak my hands in warm water first and then cool water and alternate. So luckily we've got 2 sinks in the bathroom, otherwise it'd be such a waste of water. And that seems to be helping a little bit with getting me moving in the morning, because first thing in the morning it's like, oh, not trying to hold anything. I feel so awkward and what not. But yeah, I've just, so yeah, back to the messages and whatnot. I've been, yeah, right off social media, and I've even had family end up messaging Darren or ring because they're like, why aren't you answering? I'm answering what? Like even my daughter, like she often messages me on Facebook, and then she'll end up ringing and she'll say, what's going on, what's wrong? And I'll say, nothing, why? And she'll be like, you're not answering me. And I said, you haven't tried to ring? And she said, no, on Facebook or Messenger. I'm like, oh, well, I just don't go on Facebook anymore. The closest thing to social media I've been to is YouTube, and been watching a lot of history stuff. So yeah, that's about it for me. So I will try and get to those messages definitely by the end of the new year. I'll be before the new year. And then again, I'm going to go on a hiatus. So if you don't hear or see me making comments or anything, don't panic. I'm still around. If anything terrible happened, Darren would let you know in the community tab. But also there's some things that, you know, need to be kept well, not need, but I want kept private, as I don't need to share everything, even though I'm terrible at doing that. Great secret keeper, just not a very good secret keeper for myself. Yeah. So, yeah, so please don't, I do appreciate all the thoughts and, you know, concern. It means a lot, it really does. It touches my heart, like that little part, like little stickers that I got in the mail from Steph. Steph, you really have no idea, mate, how much that meant to me that day. It was just a really bad day, and it was like you were meant to contact, like that was meant to turn up that day. Because it just, yeah. Because it's not just my physical health that I've been battling with, it's also my mental health. I think they sort of feed each other, unfortunately. And so I'm just, you know, I used to call it selfish. I'm just going to be selfish and do what I need to do or want to do. And it's taken me a long time to learn it's not actually selfish there, it's what's known as self-care. So I really push that everybody else there do the same thing. And whether you're a creator or you're a viewer, whether you're one of my lurkers, one of my closest friends, self-care, please. That's what I wish for Christmas for you all this year, because mental health and is just as important as physical health. And this time of year can be really tough for some people. And again, I got timed out just when I'm nearly finished. So please be super kind to yourself and don't listen to outside noise. Listen to what your heart and head are telling you that you can do and can't do and all that. Okay, that's it for today. I can't believe I got through. Oops, I can see a little bit that's going to drive me nuts. I might paint that bit. I was going to leave it white, but I think I'll keep the colour. Thank you, guys, and I really, really want to thank you for all your patience with me for the last few months. I have lost a lot of subscribers, but that's okay. I don't want people to feel that they need to subscribe because of I need the numbers or anything. I still haven't monetized properly. I've got no idea what I'm doing there. I think I've done it, and then I get another note saying this and that, and then I get a note saying I'm approved, and then this happened, and I don't know. I just don't really, it's not the thing that's at the forefront for me right at the moment. So what I'm hoping to do, because how I said that the first thing I wanted us to do with the money that we would raise with YouTube was to sponsor a koala, and I still really want to do that, and I think I might try and get the funds together for that in January or February. So look out for us, and it will be under the name of Chronic Colouring Down Under Colour, or we'll come up with a name for the group, because I think Chronic Colouring Down Under Colorist is a bit too long, but we'll think of something. So everybody, I know that this one will be up before Christmas for sure, because it's going up as soon as I finish. So I thank you all for your time, your patience, and your thoughts and your care. I really, really, really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas wherever you are. I hope it's to what you need and want, and you just relax and enjoy the family in the moment. Remember, it's not about the things. Yes, it's nice to get some things and gifts, but it's about being with your family or your loved ones, and just, yeah, have a lovely time. Just and cherish your babies and enjoy them. So I'll leave it at that. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think about subscribing, but it's no biggie to me. If you have subscribed so far, thank you so much for your support, and comment below, let me know what you guys are doing for Christmas, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will talk to you properly again in 2023. Bye for now, and love to you all. Bye.